So what do you do when you and your partner want different things? Oh, isn't this so fun? Not really, right? We want our partner to be on the same page with us and want what we want at all times because life is just easier. But this is not the case. Hi there, I am Sayuri, marriage and relationship coach at UME Time, and I help women keep the relationship super strong throughout life's busy seasons. That way we actually get to enjoy the life that we're building with our partner. So if this is something that you're interested in, I invite you to hit the like button and subscribe. That way we can go on this journey together. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my 5 tips that are going to help you resolve when you and your partner want different things. And don't worry, if you follow these 5 tips, you're actually going to get to a really good compromise that you feel good about. Okay, so my first tip for you is to adopt the right mindset. Listen, the fact that you and your partner are both wanting different things, this is a normal part of any relationship. And the fact that you're both able to express what you want, this is a healthy thing. In a healthy relationship, it's important for both partners to be assertive. You know, it used to scare me whenever my husband would want something that was completely different than what I wanted. But at the end of the day, we're like both different people. And so we have to give each other the space, the time to grow and evolve. My second tip for you is to become a detective of your partner's values. So you and your partner have a conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation, where you are finding out, hey, what is the story? What is the dream? What is the value underlying your position? I can guarantee you that if, let's just say that you're fighting about the dishes, this is so much more than just the dishes. This is so much bigger than just you wanting the dishes to be clean, right? And so you have to explore that together. It's important for you both to do that. And this actually was a breakthrough for my husband and I, because I care a lot about, the house being clean and organized and tidy. This is very big for me. It's one of my top values. And so one day, after fighting about housework for, like 2.5 years, my husband asked me, he's like, why is this so important for you? And I'm like, I hadn't even connected the dots of why, having a clean environment was that important for me. But that question led me to express to him, like, I didn't have this growing up. Like, our home is my safe haven. My parents divorced when I was 8, and by the time I was 18 years old, I had moved around 17 times. I actually counted it. The fact that we were finally, I had gotten married with my husband. We now had our little nest, and where we were creating our home, I wanted to protect that. And so whenever he would do a mess, that would trigger me. That to me, it felt like he was not respecting our environment. The fact that we were able to explore that together, oh my God, that was so big, because I hadn't connected the dots for myself, but it really helped us to both explore why I was valuing, having a clean environment and a clean home, while he was valuing fun and, freedom and adventure. And so until we were able to explore, hey, what's underneath this, until we were able to do that, we finally were able to have the deeper understanding to really go through this together and find a solution that will honor both of what we wanted. Now, my third tip for you is to reduce threat and increase safety. This is so important because before you and your partner get to a compromise, it's so important for you both to feel safe. And if you're feeling threatened, you're not feeling safe. So what you want to do is you want to voice, what is the one thing that you won't be able to negotiate? What is your non-negotiable? What is the one thing that you just can't compromise? The moment that you're voicing it and you're telling your partner, hey, we can talk about this, we can make a decision, but this is the one thing that I just can't compromise, you're gonna feel safe. And I'll give you a quick example. My husband and I, we were trying to figure out if we renew our lease or if we move somewhere else. And when we were exploring the different options of moving, there was, the idea of us moving triggered me, right? Because for me, it's I love my home. We're settled and we're organized and all of that. But, I was okay, we can explore the possibility. But the one thing that I'm not gonna negotiate is living in a neighborhood where I don't feel safe. So I won't negotiate my peace of mind and my safety, especially we have a 20-month-old daughter, so safety is so important for me. And I work from home, so obviously that's super important for both of us to feel safe. So once I was able to express to him, safety and peace of mind are super important for me, I felt safe. I felt like I didn't feel threatened, because I was able to feel like, okay, now what I am valuing is gonna be honored. Now we can move on and make this decision. And so as long as you and your partner are both doing that, you are gonna be able to reduce the threat, increase the safety, and get to a compromise. Okay, so my fourth tip is for you to define the areas of flexibility. So these are the things that are not so hot. Those things that you're able to negotiate, that if you don't have them, you don't feel threatened, or you don't feel like your safety is being in jeopardy. It's important for you to define them and for your partner to define them as well, because now you have more room to negotiate and get to a compromise. Now, my last tip for you is yield to win. And this is actually coined after Dr. John Gottman, who is a relationship researcher. And through his research, he discovered that couples in healthy relationships, they approach compromise from a very interesting perspective. And this approach basically says, compromise with me like if I am someone you love. Imagine if you were to tell your partner, hey, let's compromise, but let's compromise like we love each other. You would approach it from a completely different way. You wouldn't try to demand your way or fight for what you want. You would actually accept your partner's influence. You would accept and give in to what they value, what they dream, what they're wanting. And guess what? Research has actually found that when you give in to your partner, when you accept their influence, you actually become influential in their relationship, and you're gonna end up getting more of what you want, way more than if you would have tried to demand your way from the very beginning. So there you have it. We just explored 5 tips that are gonna help you resolve when you and your partner are wanting different things. Let's recap real quick. Tip number 1, adopt the right mindset. Tip number 2, become a detective of your partner's values. Tip number 3, reduce threat and increase safety. Tip number 4, define areas of flexibility. And finally, tip number 5, yield to win. Hey, so which of these 5 tips was an aha moment for you? Comment below and let me know your biggest takeaway. Now, are you looking for more ways to improve your relationship? Click below for more resources. Alright, so now you know my 5 tips on what to do when you and your partner are wanting different things. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.